so many forces act, ultimately that resultant force, and that is destiny. Now, it is not that you have free will to influence the destiny, because there are so many forces acting. You are only one force. There are many forces which are operating. So that being the case, how could you have free will? Free will is an illusion. Because the whole universe is acting on a single little particle, on a single electron. The whole universe is acting. The electron has got no free will. That's what we'll understand when we study quantum physics. Similarly here, you do not have free will. The whole universe is acting on you. Every human being is affecting you. Because we are all connected. And everybody is God. But a God who is thinking differently. If we are 6 billion people, we are thinking in 6 billion different ways. And all this is impinging on you. All this is controlling you. As you are affecting somebody, somebody is affecting you. So where's the question of freedom and free will here? And if you discover this, that is the moment you become awakened. That is when, like Ramana would say, what has to happen will happen. What cannot be stopped, cannot be stopped. But that is the universe. So there is no singular God who is directing things, whom you can blame and say, why did you create this problem for me? Why did you make my child this? Why did you break my legs? You can't blame anybody because God has become all this. We are collectively God. That's why we talk of God as collective consciousness. There is no single God out there. So there is no free will, and when you do suffer, it is not God who is making you suffer because there is no singular God. We collectively are getting this suffering, this problem. If collectively we become awakened, then these problems will actually fade away. That is what we are trying to do very well. That is why the phenomenon of born, Satyaloka 89, in response to prayers of millions of people over millennia, that was how the phenomenon began. And that phenomenon has to be liberated. It should no more be controlled. When the phenomenon was born, it was like a child. A child with 100% flexibility and zero control. As the child grows, flexibility decreases and control becomes more. At some point of time, they are more equal. Then slowly control becomes more, flexibility declines. The day control is 100% and flexibility is zero, you die. This happens to individuals, to organizations, to societies, to nations, and to civilized nations. This law, nobody can violate. The movement currently is going through a phase where control is very high and flexibility is very low.
Bhagwan, we missed
Yes, can I continue speaking?
Yes.
Though I do not see you, I could continue speaking. So now, as control increases, flexibility declines, and with that, the phenomenon is losing power. In 1989, it began a tremendous power. People who walked into the campus, some of them have become saints and sages. And the gentleman whose idol is kept in at least 7 temples, 1 in India and 6 abroad, where he is worshipped along with God. Very, very remarkable person. And this person just walked into the campus in 89 and his life got changed. That was the power. But the power has been progressively declining with the introduction of more controls and reduction of flexibility. So 20 people just 2 years away, we need the phenomenon full power, which means it has got to be decentralized. Which means people like you for conducting satsang centers, you have to become teachers. You have to conduct the programs yourselves. The others must quickly become blessing givers. That the phenomenon would explode. Because the phenomenon cannot be controlled because of the want of money on somebody's part or not having time in the case of another. Because we do not know whom the phenomenon, to whom it will flow through and do what wonders. The phenomenon cannot be controlled and should not be controlled. That is why we are making these changes, and we hope you will be very passionate about bringing about this change in humanity in 2012. This could be humanity's last chance. If nothing happens then, maybe over 50 years per year, just a century, this could be the end of the planet. So I hope you will be passionate about this change, and those who are running satsang centers come to India and become trainers, and then in 2014 will become teachers. So that's what we want to do, and others must all become blessing givers. Let us say you have the satsang center here, The way of 20 people starting in January, you have to gather here, and you have to start giving dikshas to each other, the way we teach you, and the one which came with you. We will also give you a blessing, and we will be meditating along with you. And it will happen every day, day of 23rd December. That's when we can blow out into higher states of consciousness, which in turn will actually change humanity. You will see that. And you have satisfaction for the rest of your life that will help save time. With that satisfaction you will live and will continuously grow, and the growth will not stop you. Even after you die, you will continue with other words. And great satisfaction you will live in other words. The other words are there for real. There must be imaginary kind of stuff. And when you come for other processes here in India, we will show you the other realms of existence. You will meet with your ancestors and you will know there is no such thing as death at all. So then the fear of death is gone, and you will know you will also be prepared for the next life. It's just a small interlude right from this time. So all that will become your truth. You will see the truth of it, you will realize it for yourself. You do not speak with believing this thing. That's not oneness. Oneness is all about experiencing for yourself. So we'll go into more detail about this in later times. Now we move on to the third question.
Bhagavan, this is the third question from here. We are being warned by the banking and finance experts the world over that the year 2010 will continue to witness economic downturn world over. What do you advise us devotees to do in order to be protected from the ill effects of these tough times? Bhagavan, what spiritual sadhanas would you prescribe for us to manage such a situation? Namaste. Namaste to you, Bhagavan.
First of all, speaking about the situation from an economic point of view, you have to be very careful with your money and with your investments. For the simple reason there will be another economic recession like the one we are now facing. Probably that could be more severe. Not only that, as I was speaking earlier, some existing industries might just vanish because of changing technology. Overnight they could vanish. So your investments could go with it, your jobs could go with it, your business may collapse with it. So you have to be alert to realize quickly what is going to fade away and what's the new one which is emerging. And even some new ones will emerge only to last for a few weeks or for a few months. That would be the acceleration in technology. Amazingly, new technology is going to emerge. Like for example, in the educational field, just at your home, you have a virtual teacher